Death has taught me to live because we don't have the time we think we have. My name is Takunda Dangari. Alan is my second name. Why my parents gave me my name? I think I was told a story. My first name came from my uncle, my mom's brother. So they say he was coming from the bar when I was born. He was drunk. And he came through and he was holding money. And then he was told, Kuti mane mzukuru. So he came and put money into my hand. And then that's when he said, Mwananonti Takunda. And then I don't know the meaning of that, but that's how my name came by. Then my second name came from my dad, the Alan. But for some weird reason, my dad's first name was Wilson. So I just have a thought here to him. Probably he wanted the Alan Wilson thing. Probably, but I don't know.
Where did you grow up and what was it like being raised where you grew up?
I grew up here in Hatfield. Yeah, that's when I remember. I know they once said we lived in Glenora or something, but I don't remember that part of my life. Grew up in Hatfield, yeah, with my family. Brothers. Growing up, I think it was pretty normal. I had a normal childhood, except you know, even if the maid was there, you still have to do some certain chores. So I think, yeah, my bringing up was quite normal. Like mukajiga, I remember if you go to mukajiga, pane vangu vanovana unosuka maplates. Ungajisoka ungachipukuta rimwe timu rinenge richichaira mopping and all that. So yeah, those are the basics we grew up on. Okay, I come from a big family. Directly, my mother's kids, we are 3, but then I've got extended brothers and sisters. So in total, we are 8 children from my dad. Yeah. But growing up directly for like siblings, we are 2, me and my sister, although she's late. And then I've got other brothers and sisters.
Okay. And did you all grow up in the same household or you're in different households?
At some point we were like what? I think about 5 of us in the same household. 5 siblings.
Oh, and did you all get along?
Yeah, we did. We did, yeah. I think it was 5 siblings, and they also, my cousin from my aunt's side would also come, so we can say 6. But per 6 up, you know how it is, the big brothers, we're most likely closer. That's how it was.
And you on which section? Wadike?
Yeah, I'm the second from last born. So definitely Wadike.
Okay. What is your happiest memory growing up?
I think I enjoyed high school a lot. I'm from Mutare. Those who know Mutare, it's full of mischief, it's full of everything. So I think my high school was pretty cool. But mostly the time I was in Form 4. You know, Form 4 was like you're a senior, but not really a senior. I was really cool, we're not getting it and all that. So being at a boys' school, you'd enjoy all the perks, all the benefits. That's the time I'm not going to go my teacher and stuff. So I think, yeah, that's the time I remember the most.
I was also at a boys' school, so I know exactly what you're talking about. And that's when you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I grew up saying that I wanted to be a pilot. I remember I wanted to be a pilot, so passionate about it. When I was now in high school, I wanted to be an accountant. I can say I love money a lot, so I thought being an accountant means you've got the bucks. But then it changed later on after high school. I disliked being an accountant, so I then turned into IT.
Do you remember why? Why you wanted to be a pilot and why you wanted to be an accountant?
I wanted to be a pilot because it was cool seeing them on TV. So I used to like pilots on TV. Why I wanted to be an accountant is because I wanted to have the money. I wanted to deal with the money. I thought it came with the money. I was just interested in numbers, or money numbers per se. And then, then life then put me in IT. Real life, yeah.
It wasn't by choice?
Not really by choice.
Oh, okay.
A funny story about it is when I finished my A-level, that time when you're choosing to do a degree, I remember I sat down with my dad. We were talking about what career option I should choose. I was so adamant that I wanted to be an accountant. For some reason, my dad said, you should do IT. And we had a conversation for like an hour. I was saying no. And they're saying, you should do IT. I was saying no. And he says, okay, fine, do whatever you want. And then I started to do accounting. And also I got a job. But my job was linked with IT stuff. So I still was doing my job, but I was saying, I don't like the stuff. I'm still going to do accounting. And my dad said, now, IT. You should do IT. But still, I didn't want. 2 years later on, I then discovered, what I'm trying to do here doesn't work. Because work and life was pushing me to IT. And I kept wanting to push this accounting thing until I started to do IT and everything was now making sense. Interesting. I fell for it, actually. I fell in love with it.
And do you know why your father was pushing you towards IT?
I really don't know. I think maybe he was well aware of where the economy, where everything is going, that everything is going digital. But I really don't know why he was pushing me that way and why he knew that that's exactly what I needed to do.
So you have a very close relationship with your father?
I had. He passed on in 2021. We had, in his last years, I can say, we had a pretty good relationship, a close one. Growing up, he was that dad who would kuna dad unogonotaura nyaya dzeschool fees dzechii, but when I also grew up, we then became very close.
What changed from being a father when you just tell your needs to someone you can talk to about your career and life? Is there something that happened that changed them for you to be close?
I think it was actually me. I think it was me that was kind of intimidated. But I think as I grew up, as I matured also, we then started to just click and I felt okay talking about anything. Because at some point it was just then me and my sister at home and my dad and my mom. So there was no other way. We had to be friends. We would watch soccer together. We would do a lot of things together. So it was now more just a natural way of clicking.
Do you remember why you were intimidated by him?
I don't know. I think it's just, that idea, did, because like sitting with us and all that. I think I just had a thought, and funny reason, he never beat me up.
Your whole life?
I don't remember being beat up by my dad my whole life. Yeah, or even if you do something and my mom says, we're going to but I think that's what made me intimidated. Because you're just always quiet. Mama mostly. Nesu, it's about that talk before school and all that. I think that's what it was only limited to.
And with your sister, did you have a similar relationship?
My dad was my sister. They were the closest. I think they were. I wasn't as much close to my dad as my sister. She was Daddy's favorite. He would be his weakest with her. She was. Those guys were close.
And with your mother, your relationship with your mother, were you close? Were you mommy's favorite or close?
I think I can call myself mama's favorite. My sister used to say, "Oh, mama," in Indian, I did. So yeah, with my mom, it was more close. If I didn't have money at school, I would call my mom first. If I needed something, I would just go to my mom quickly. That's when I would go to my dad. But it then changed when I started growing up mostly. I I would talk to my dad even more than my mom.
Did it change for your sister as well? Or just
Nah, not really. My mom and my sister were like siblings.
great.
It would be two extremes. It's either they're happy together a lot or they're fighting. So yeah, that's how they were.
Tell me about an experience from school that left a lasting impression on you.
Maybe my high school. The time that I remember the most is when I became a prefect. It was a big deal to be a prefect at my school.
Oh, which school is it? Mutare Boys?
Mutare Boys. It was a big deal, man. I remember it would be just about 20-something people would become prefects. And you'd enjoy the perks of having your own room, more food, better quality food even. So I remember that morning, it was a Friday morning. No one knew of it. And then they just came and they're like, we're going to announce the prefect's board. And my name was called out. I remember that moment. It was a big deal. I remember that moment a lot. Yeah.
So did it shape your leadership skills?
I think it did shape my leadership skills, relationship with friends, of course. Of course, it did shake that a bit. Because you might come a prefect, you feel like you are and you separate yourself. And then but later on I then blended back in. I can say most of the end of my prefectship, I wasn't doing much of it, just enjoying the benefits because it was too much sometimes.
What do you believe people appreciate and admire about you?
I think I can blend into different groups, into different kinds of people. And I think I can handle that well. I'll take an example. When I get to work, almost every day, I greet everyone in the office. These are 2 pool offices we have. I greet everyone one by one. So I think I can blend in. I think that's what they also like about me, that I don't think I'm really selective, maybe to some extent, but I think I can blend in well. I think that's my superpower. Yeah.
Do you get along with everyone, or where did you learn that?
Not really. I actually don't know. It's something that I just do. It just comes in my head. I'm like, okay, let me just greet everyone, hear how everyone is doing. That's just what I do.
And the opposite, people who don't like you, what are some wrong assumptions that people have of you?
I can say some people people actually say Ndozhida. I don't know whether that's true or not. Maybe it's something that can draw people away from me. Like sometimes people put me as high as I'm not. So yeah, I think that's the reason why.
Have you ever found out why you forgot to Ndozhida?
Well, because Shona people, we relate being smart to Kuzhida. Okay. And in some instances, if you go into a place and you are just merely speaking in English and people place you somewhere where you're not even,
So smart as in how you dress, or smart as an intellectual?
Smart as in how you dress.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I asked your close friends and family to describe you in 3 words, what do you think they'll say?
I would think they would say, I think I'm a giver. I don't know if I'm fun, but I think I'm fun. I don't know if they find me fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a fine line. Some could tell you I'm talkative, some could say I'm not. So I think, it depends on who is saying.
But this is both your close family and friends. There'll be some that will say you talk a lot and some that will say you're quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. And why is that? Some of them...
There's some spaces I feel okay just being talkative a lot. And in some spaces I'm just quiet. Yeah.
Who are the most important people in your life?
The most important people in my life, I value family a lot. So yeah, right now I would say my mom. Yeah. And I'll just branch the other group and say my family, my brothers, my aunts. Yeah, those people are the most important people in my life. And then the other most important people in my life, I think my girlfriend. Yeah.
Just said,
I just had to. I just had to.
You didn't say me. How long have you been with your current girlfriend?
I think it's a year now. Yeah.
And amongst these people that are closest to you, what are some common characteristics or traits, excluding family, your closest friends, people that are close to you? What are the at least 2 traits that are common amongst them all?
Okay. Closest people. Unfortunately, I play with older people. So I can say the first thing, all of them, you'll find that they're older than me. Mostly married also.
Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I think there is no particular common trait. Like I told you that I blend in with everyone. So I think they're quite different, but yeah, it's a different batch altogether.
Who was a person or a friend you never expected to lose, but you did?
I think my sister, actually. Yeah.
How did you lose your sister?
She fell sick. Actually, funny thing, last year around this time, June last year, that's when she fell sick. She was diagnosed with chronic kidney disease. And then she passed on this year in February.
Oh, she older or younger?
She was young.
Oh, okay.
She was 19.
Sorry for your loss. What do you miss most about her?
What I miss most about her is just her bubbly self and how we used to fight a lot. Yeah. We used to fight a lot. I'm older than you or anything. Whatever she wants, she wanted it done. Yeah, that's the thing I miss the most. And she used to make home what it was, home. You know, you'd look forward to coming back from work knowing she's there, she's going to be saying yes, she's going to be, or even acting out, whatever it is that she's going to do, it would just make home. Yeah.
Tell me about a sacrifice your parents made for you to be who you are today, something that stands out to you.
I remember vividly I think I was in Form 3. Yeah, I think I was in Form 3. And stuff at home was not really okay, like financially. I had to go back to school and there was no money for school fees. My dad had a little Sunny box and he had to sell that car for me to get fees money. So yeah, he sold the car. I think that's when we left with one car at home. He sold that car for me to go to school. I remember that very well, yeah.
Then and now, how did that make you feel?
Then I'll be honest, it didn't really, catch me. I was just like, yeah, I have to go to school, of course. But then thinking about it now, knowing what it means, it was really a big sacrifice for them to do that. Because they could have done anything. They could have transferred me to a cheaper school. They could have, waited until they got money, but they really stood up to say he'll go back to where he's used to. Yeah.
Can you share an experience where you felt truly loved?
Wow. Okay. Truly loved.
Or where you felt like this is love?
Okay.
Because the follow-up question, so I just give you a heads up.
Yeah.
I'll then ask you, how has this defined what love is for you?
Okay, so what kind of love is this? Can it be love from my girlfriend? Can it be general love from anyone? Which kind?
You can share both. Yes,
the same.
I think general love, because I think that one lasts Longer. Yeah.
Yeah, the time I felt loved the most.
Even the general love, whichever is easier for you. I mean, even the relationship love, whichever gave you that, whichever defined what love is for you.
I think the moment I'll take is, yeah, it's more of an experience, like you said. During the time when my sister was sick, there were people who really supported me. Cause yeah, I was kind of like the main player in that whole thing, making sure she's okay, the hospital runs, the hospital bills and everything. I think in that moment, my family who were supporting me, my girlfriend was there for me a lot in ways that I didn't even imagine. My friends, they were also there for me a lot. People from church as well. I think collectively, those people who stood with me at that time, I really felt loved. And it then defined that love is more of giving. It's more of sacrifice and standing for someone in their time of need. You know that statement, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Yeah. There's a time where you really need someone to just hear you out. I think that experience showed me what love is.
And do these people know, them being there for you during that time, how important it was or how you treasure it? Do they know?
I don't think so. I might have mentioned it, but I think you just gave me an idea. I have to tell them and let them know.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What is the meanest or cruelest thing someone has ever said or done to you?
Meanest or cruelest thing? I think I won't say the exact thing, but I'll explain it this way. If you come after the people I love, or if you show me that I'm worthless, I think that's the thing that gets to me the most. Just like, for example, in family, if you don't show me something that I'm expecting, like that general love I was talking about, yeah, it's something that affects me a lot.
How does someone show you that you are worthless?
Say I need your help and I'm actually looking up to you and you know you're supposed to show up and you don't. That's something that gets to me a lot, yeah.
And how do you respond to that? Like if someone does that to you?
Unfortunately, I don't do anything, but I keep it in the back of my head and in my heart. But sometimes I won't even let you know. The next time you come, it'll be okay. But deep inside of me, I know that you once did something or you once said something that didn't sit well with me.
So will it be a grudge or you just keep it in, but you still treat them the same?
And not exactly a grudge. I don't want to call it a grudge. But at some point, I'll tell you that I was once bitter inside. I'm trying to actually work on that because of things that people do sometimes, things that people might say sometimes. It's things that I just keep somewhere, yeah.
And you can't share a specific event because it will be obvious who you'll be speaking of.
Exactly. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what will help you let go of that bitterness that you have?
I think accepting that people will not be what you expect them to be at all times. I'm trying to learn that. Also, I'm trying to learn that somebody told me that someone is doing something without even knowing that they're hurting you, or they're doing it because from their side of life or their side of viewing things, it's okay from their end. In Indian, no expectation, but that's not the same way they're seeing things as me. So I'm trying to be more, more flexible and more accepting to things happening. Yeah.
What mistake you'll never repeat?
A mistake I'll never repeat. I think it's aligned to what we were saying previously. Expecting so much from people. I think it's something that I'll never do, because there's a time when you're going through something or something happens, you expect someone to do something for you. I don't expect people to do too much. If they are there, cool. If they're not, it's also cool.
What's the best decision you've ever made?
Wow. Best decision I've ever made. I think the choice that I made, it's okay, it can be very controversial, but I think it's the best decision I made when you say it like that. From high school, I didn't go straight into college. I can say I didn't attend college the proper way, that you leave school and then you do your 4 years in college and then you then look for a job. I actually missed that part of my life. And I think it shaped me as into who I am today. Because I always think to myself, if I'd left Boys High and gone to college full time, I would have lost it somewhere. I would have definitely lost it somewhere. Because you know that thing, that hunger you have coming from a boys' school and you're going into life full of freedom and everything. I think I would not have been where I am today.
Okay. So was that your choice to not go to college, or it was something that happened because of life?
I can say it's 50-50. That thing that people say, what you say happens. I remember so vividly when we were at school one day, we were in the library. People were talking about these things. And I was saying, when I finish school, I don't want to go to university. I want to go to work. That's what I was saying. And it turned out to be true. So when I finished school, the year after, I got a job. And it was supposed to be just something that I do whilst I'm waiting to go to uni. But when the time came, I told my parents I didn't want to go. I would rather do that part-time program thing without actually going full-time to school. So that's how it happened.
So you never regret not having experienced college life?
You know, there's that little brain that tells you it could have, but not so much. Not so much. If anything, I'm actually grateful I didn't, because I don't trust myself enough. Yeah.
Yes, it would have not ended well.
Nah,
and then also the opposite of that is the decision that you made that you regret to this day.
I kind of regret not finishing my degree. I should have finished it and then do IT later on. Because I feel like I wasted those years. Because I did 2 years into accounting and then I stopped. So I think that kind of derailed me. I should have finished it, and then, so I've got some sort of regrets on it, but yeah.
So the IT degree or the
accounting degree.
Or you wish you had finished it?
Yeah, I should have just finished it, just for the sake of it. Yeah.
Were you ever going to use it, or just to know you finished something?
Just to know I finished something. You know that thing about you starting to not finish things. It gets into you like that. So that thought actually somehow tried to come back in my mind later on also. But then, yeah, I worked around it.
So has it been a pattern in your life that you start things that you don't finish, or it was just that?
I think I did it at a young age, and yeah, it caught on to me. I remember on my O-levels, I was a very bright student in school. In my O-levels, I was doing technical graphics as a practical, but I didn't like it. I tried to tell people at home, but they forced me to register it. But come the day of the exam, I didn't go. Yeah, that's how bad it was.
How did your parents respond to that?
They were disappointed, but the other results were very good also. So I think they were stuck in a should we be angry? But pasa like this, So my other results were very good, but with an X on technical graphics. So I think that's how it also didn't scare me to stop that degree, because it's something that I had done before somehow, yeah.
What has changed in your life that you wish was still the same?
It has changed. I think death has taken a lot from me, because like I told you, I lost my dad recently, and also more recently I lost my sister. So it's just me and my mom and the two of us. So I think that's a loss and change that I wish I still had my whole family as a whole.
What has death taught you about life?
Death has taught me to live in that moment, to harness every moment we've got, to enjoy the life we've got. Sometimes we think there will come a time to enjoy life. Sometimes we think there will come a time to be happy. But be happy in your current situation. You might not have everything that you wish to have, but be happy in your current situation. Be happy with the people that you love the most. I'm so motivated by my sister. She was disabled and she had health complications most of her life. But now when I look back to her life, she lived maybe even more than I've lived. When she was happy, she would be very, very happy. When she was sad, she would be very, very sad. So it has taught me to really just live in the moment, do everything that you can do, everything you put your mind to, do it when you still can, because we don't have the time we think we have.
That's it. Thanks. Tapinda Mune should be a bit weird, but feel free if you don't want to share.
Okay.
Have you ever had or experienced a supernatural encounter or something you can't explain to this day?
Okay, I'll take it as wild as we can.
Okay.
Equate it to people who say they've seen an angel or something.
Yeah, seen an angel, or they've seen aliens, or they have had dreams and the thing happened. Just something that they couldn't explain. Yes.
I can say I have experienced something supernatural. I've had dreams that come true. Sometimes I have feelings that come true. Like I can feel that something is going to happen. I can give you an example. Before my dad passed on, I could feel it before it happened.
How?
Can you describe that?
Can you describe?
Okay.
What that felt like?
Okay, so it came as a feeling, and the months passing on to his death, adding on to his death, I would feel that we don't have as much time with him. Like I would wake up wanting to spend time with him, or I would feel like doing something for him, because if I don't do it then, I might not be able to do it again. I remember one day I actually asked him to take pictures because I was feeling like that. So it's just feelings I get sometimes. I think I can describe that as supernatural. Yeah.
Was he not well, or?
He was perfectly well in that time. I remember 2020 Christmas. I actually said to him, let's go have lunch. And you order anything you want, everything. That was motivated by that feeling that, okay, just do something because you might not be able to do it again. I would feel that inside of me.
And that didn't scare you, having those feelings?
It would scare me. I would actually pray about it sometimes to say, I don't want to feel like this, or because I thought it's something I'm thinking of or I'm creating, but I think I wasn't. I think it was just an experience that I was having.
And when you eventually lost your father, did that prepare you, or it still was a shock?
Nah, it still was a shock. Because like I said, I think I thought it was me making it up. But maybe it was God preparing me and I didn't take the hints. But yeah, it still came as a shock.
And that happens often, where you have feelings about things that might happen.
Yeah, it happens often. Sometimes the things I say happen. Like I told you, the school thing. Sometimes the things I say happen also. Yeah.
Interesting. Yes, to not just say I'll be a billionaire.
It works. Speaking things into existence.
Yeah. Okay. What do you believe is your purpose for being on earth? For being alive?
I do believe is my purpose. I'm not sure yet. I'm still exploring that. But I think it's connected to helping people. I've often found myself in a position to carry people out of situations, carrying load, carrying burden. I think I'm designed for that. I'm still exploring it and discovering it, but it's something that I'm seeing through my life.
Is there a question you wish I had asked, or something you'd like to share that we haven't talked about?
I think we've talked about almost everything. But I think I just want to talk about pain. Yeah. We experience pain as humans, and I think pain shapes us a lot. I've encountered pain, my fair share of pain. Through loss, like I've told you, I saw my father die, and also seeing my sister pass on within a short space of time. You go through a lot of pain, and that pain shapes life. And like I told you, we ought to live life as we are given to it. We often look for a lot of money. We are doing a lot of things, neglecting the small things. All those things won't matter when you're gone. The relationships with God, the friends, the families, it's things that we need to harness a lot. And being there for each other is important. There's someone who just needs, like I was telling you, there's someone who just needs an ear out there. People are going through difficult things. So I think we ought to be vigilant with other people. Give someone an ear when you can. And when you're going through pain, it teaches you life. It's not the end of the road. It teaches you life. It helps you to grow. It helps you to mature and appreciate what you've got and appreciate life at its most. Yeah.
Well, that's great. I just have a question on that one. If someone feels they're going through the pain you described, but they feel this is the end of the road, and they cannot handle the pain that they're experiencing, is there something that you think would help them? Because some may feel that pain is destroying them.
True. I think what carried me mostly is God. Knowing God and praying to Him. I think mostly what we fail to do as Christians is doing premeditated prayers. We ought to go to God exactly as who we are. If you're broken to that extent, go to God and tell Him that, God, I'm broken and I feel like this is the end of the road. Like, open up to Him. And God shows up. And also, I think reading the Word also helps. And knowing that being a Christian also comes with that kind of pain and long suffering. Look at the story of Jesus. An angel comes and tells Mary that you're going to give birth to the Son of God. Thinking about that from a natural point of view, that's like the life. You're going to get everything you've been asking for. It's like a good gift, of which it is. But what does it entail? She has to run away. She has to give birth in that place where she gave birth. It's not a nice thing. They were going through pain, but carrying what is God's Son. even when he was born, they had to also go in hiding. So those experiences then give you that at the end of the road, light will always come. So being a Christian has helped me. Believing in God has also helped me. Like crazy faith, look at the thing that you have the most. For example, if someone is sick and you feel like it's the end of the road, you should remember that person could have already died. But you still have them. You can still talk to them. They still have another day to live. Those are the little wins to keep holding on to.
Or for someone who doesn't have faith, who doesn't believe in God, do you have anything to say? Or
I think in terms of pain, I think the other important thing is to build a good supporting mechanism around you. Have people to help you through whatever you're going through. Have people that you can call in the middle of the night and tell them you can't sleep. Have people who stand by you. Sometimes when in problems, we don't need money sometimes. Just someone to ask you, so how has been your day? Did you eat? Those things are very important. So you have to have a great support group around you, support mechanism, places where you can go and cry, people you can go to and cry. So yeah, it helps a lot having people around you. Yeah.